So after a week of some sun, rain is back in the forecast tonight.
Let's check back in with Adam now for what we can expect this weekend. What do you think?
Yeah, so more rain on the way. We had that final game, at least the regular season game for the Seahawks. Hopefully they can get some playoff games, but it will be the last game at Lumen Field as the seating won't be high enough to get any more of those. But atmospheric river, that has been the big focus here for really pretty much the entire West Coast. And you can see these areas of light blue shading showing up here across the Pacific. That's where you have that atmospheric river where you have a high concentration of moisture in the upper parts of the atmosphere that when storms come through and they develop, they tap into that, and we have to deal with some really heavy rain and some strong winds. Now, just check out how this just continues to progress. You see that going from west to east, generally right here directed at California. Some of it moving a little farther north to northern California, southern Oregon, but none of it really comes our way as we go throughout the next week or so. So we're going to keep a lot of that heading its way farther south again, but there are going to be pieces of these storms that do break off, head their way northward, and we have to deal with that rain from time to time, like we've been seeing throughout the week, and also some breezy conditions at times too for us up here across western Washington. We actually got some rainfall amounts to report to you here around SeaTac. Less than 1/10 of an inch, nothing too high, but the next round that's coming through heading into the evening, I think is really going to bump this number up as it moves on through. Out along the coast, getting closer to about 1/10 of an inch there in Quileute, but the rain, it's going to be around here for the weekend. It should break off as we head into the first half of Sunday, so we'll see how much of this game we can get in during some dry time. So you might want to bring the poncho just in case, or maybe a towel to kind of wipe off the seats as you're heading out there. But temperatures right around 50 degrees, should be a milder day for us there. 52 east winds coming in at 13 miles per hour right now in Seattle. We're at 49 in Tacoma, 45 in Olympia, where the cool rain is starting to make its way northward. Areas who haven't seen much of the rain yet, we're still sitting in the low 50s. Now winds are coming out of the east, closer to about 10 to 15 out along the coast, but a lot lighter than yesterday. And then we have some of those gusts that are around 20 to 30. But again, that's going to remain relatively lighter than what we have been dealing with recently. So there's the rain. You can see that wave starting to come on in. That's bringing a heavier downpour right there across parts of southern Kitsap County and heading now up north towards here and around King County as well. Looks like southern parts of Pierce County, northern Thurston County seeing some of that, but that yellow and red and that orange that you see right there within that line, that's going to be the heavier downpours, which is going to be brief, but moving its way northward and probably produce the majority of the rain that we're going to see with this event. Still some showers behind that too that are going to keep things fairly wet here as we head into the first half of the night. By about midnight, things will start to taper on down and we'll see things dry out into the earlier half of Saturday. Another system right behind that, that's going to be heading its way to California again and producing more heavy rain and wind for them. Tonight, you can see the showers kind of breaking down as we go deeper on. So about midnight, a few showers still left behind and a decrease in those showers as we head into the earlier part of your Saturday. Now we're going to see that fill in a little more. So by Saturday afternoon, expect that to come on by, and then that will start to taper off by the latter part of tomorrow night. And then into Sunday, we start off fairly dry, but then we go on into second half of the day. We got that next round that's going to come through with some off and on showers. Amounts of rain, 1/2 inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch here across parts of Puget Sound. Seeing the same amounts as you go farther to the coast as well, and expecting areas farther to the north to pick up about 1/2 inch there around Bellingham. Here's your 7-day forecast. 49 tomorrow, 50 degrees on Sunday, and more of that 50-degree sort of high range for us as we head on into next week. Drier days, if we do find any, it looks like those will be on Tuesday and Friday.